Boy. I don't have problem.
Hey Donald, only ball. Donald,
I will when I got my food, I think after
Good morning to all of yours. Thank you for joining us this morning on Emonews. We are here at the Portsmouth basketball hard court for a recognition ceremony for the young student athletes known as YSA, organized by Mr. Washway Douglas. We're going to speak to Mr. Douglas to let you know what will be happening this morning here at the basketball court in Portsmouth. Good morning, Mr. Douglas, and how are you this morning?
all right.
Great. Can you tell us what's going to happen here this morning at the Portsmouth basketball court?
Well, we run a program called the YSA, Young Student Athlete Nuclear Washers Program. We come here every morning before school, 6 o'clock, we come at 6 o'clock. And then Saturday we go another program for the soccer program. So the whole idea is to develop the athletes in sports and we also try to start a STEM program, science, technology, engineering, and math, so that we can develop students. So later on we can see what opportunities we can get for them overseas. So that's the whole idea of it. Every Saturday morning, it's a big morning, but we do it every day.
Okay. And what do we expect to happen in here this morning? Do you have any?
Well, this morning we're going to have a little thing because like, if you watch the players now, they have all kinds of different color uniforms. I don't know, me I don't know who playing for which team. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to give every one of them a reversible jersey so that when they play, if they're playing on the black team, they just turn their jersey around. If they're playing on the white team, they put white. So everybody's going to have a reversible jersey. We are going to give them socks because there's a lot of players haven't got socks. Shoes, we haven't got shoes right now, but we're in the process of getting shoes. We already give most of them a ball each one has their own ball. So when we come to practice, I bring balls, but everybody has their own ball so that they can learn the practice and whatnot. So that's what we do. And then there are other things like mouthpiece and bags and water bottles, all that we will get for them. But, so the whole idea is to get them well equipped. Now they now have to step up now because we are doing the heavy lifting, they have to do the training. And then we have support from the Circle Popular Français, is a group from France that we work with to give us a good support. My good friend Tony Makowski, Lionel, and whatnot, give us a good sort of support. We also have Lively Up, another group in the US as help us. And then a critical group for us is our former PSS students. We have Wayne Augustine that melts up uniforms. We have Curtis Langley, we call him Boca. You know. We have Greg Vidal. We have also Rui that helps us a lot. We also have Carl Hector. So we have a number of people that helps contribute to the program. So we do all what we can over here. We just want to make sure the children get involved and support the program. Because ultimately what we're trying to do is raise the level of community spirit, and also who can reach the next level, we give them the opportunities to reach the next level. We have done that over the years. There are a number of players that we have gotten scholarships for in the US, and we hope to continue that. And some very good players there. Hopefully we can get them both in soccer, because there's a player here, JDN is on Premier level, I'm saying, so we hope we can get him somewhere. We run programs with Circle Popular, like every year we send some people to back up France. So there's a number of things that we do to try to see how we can raise the level of our people. Right now, we can call the people and we're going to call to hand out their various things. I'm going to call them together. Can you pause a little bit? Yeah, everybody come. You actually freeze the game over there a while. Yo,
so as you heard it from Mr. Douglas,
everybody come.
The YSA will be receiving some donations.
Everybody come.
This morning from past PSS students.
Everybody come. Yeah, stand up there, stand up. Come now, what are you waiting for? Come, you want to go, come. You don't know what come is? Come, walk like life. Okay. What we have today, we're going to give a little gift to everybody. You know, remember I promised you something and whatnot, and now we're just starting the program going again. Okay? Most of all, you have already given you balls. Most of all, you have balls, and for those that haven't got balls, we'll make sure you get balls. Mostly basketball, but those that have excellent in football, we'll give them a football too. Okay? So close up a little bit. Now, what we have, so what we have there, we're going to give everything. But before we give out anything, as I say, some of you have the ball. Close up the look. Close up the look. Watch me, close up the look, Max. Close up. So before we give anything, we have some people that are going to PSS. Everybody go PSS here? Yeah, most of you go PSS here. Okay, there's one lady that go to I3, you go LTA, but most people go PSS. So what we're going to do, we're going to have from a student of PSS talk to you all, because they're going to tell you that they play basketball right there on the court ball here, look where they reach. Okay, so right now we have Grandpapa, my good partner there, Grandpapa is little Rudy, and then we have Wayne Augustine, okay, they call him Potter, Potter, you know. So we have two of them there, and we also have maybe Dr. Nick Shillingford also might come too. Okay? So they're going to give a little talk where they work and where they reach and what possibilities do you have. Okay? Because they help us a whole lot. They, you know, when we talk about, when you go and practice there, these are the guys that help us to put some things together. Okay? So whether you see them or you might know them, but they're behind this scene pushing our program together. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to call Grandpapa Rudy to say a few words, and then we will call Wayne. Let's go.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Wow. Did you guys have breakfast? Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Before Grandpapa speak, there is his, what's your niece?
Jenny.
Jenny was like my assistant manager last time for PSS. Very nice girl. You know, when we have problems with the players, I can't deal with girls. I said, you know that Nelisa, we just send Jenny and she go and negotiate for me. So right now she's very sick, and you know, we must make sure we keep her in our mind, because she's somebody that was very, very close to us, and I really, she was one of the nicest girls around, Jenny. Okay, so go ahead, Grant.
Okay, so basically, I don't really have any prepared remarks, but in connection with what's going on around and the changing times, we decided that when we came here, we must stop and at least share some of our experiences with you guys, because right now we have a very cohesive group of guys, to the tune of 20 plus guys from the Portsmouth community. We have known each other for as long as we are alive. We've been to the same kindergarten, primary, high school, then to sixth form college, and after sixth form college we moved on to various universities all over. But even after going to various universities, we created such a bond among ourselves that after 40 years I can still just pick up my phone any time of the day, any time of the night, and just call any one of my boys. Porter, call Wayne, call Hakim, call Boca. I don't know if you guys know Boca, Curtis Langley. Most of you would know Curtis Langley. Yes. And so Dr. Shillingford, like you were told, he might be here in a little bit if he didn't oversleep. Yeah. But essentially, last weekend we had a big reunion because we hadn't seen each other in quite a bit. And then we decided, you know what? In the hustle and bustle, things go wrong. Every day you call, there's some bad news somewhere. And it's important to keep this fellowship, this friendship, because this friendship is, well, from our end, makes us happy. I don't know what makes you guys happy right now, but I'm sure that if your friend is sick, you're going to be feeling bad or something like that. And for us, friendship means a lot. Friendship means a lot because not just friendship, but good friendship. So what I want to impose on you guys today is that in everything that you're doing, your schoolwork is important and whatever, but one of the most important and long-lasting fabric of your life is making good friends. Good friends are important. Now, you may come across some people who are not so straight with the direction of their life, which way it's going. You can do one of two things. If you're a very strong person, a strong leader, you can try to steer that person away from that direction. But if you know you're not so strong, the best option you have is to pull away from that person. So you have to weigh that. In other words, don't let people pull you down. Okay? If they cannot help you to go up, you cannot help to pull them up. The best option for you is to stay away. One of our friends in the group, one of the most successful guys in the group, always says to us, one thing my mother always tell me, if you didn't have this group of friends, I'm not sure you would be the doctor that you are today. I mean, he always say that to us because the people he grew up around, most of them are in not so nice places. So my take here for you guys today is whatever you do, try to have good friends. Good friends are important. What's the characteristic of a good friend? A good friend is somebody who is not going to pull you down. It doesn't make sense to sit here and bully people. Bullying people doesn't make sense. I know everybody wants to have the best joke and stuff like that. A joke is okay, but when it gets to the point where the other person becomes uncomfortable, even socializing with people, then that's bullying. You don't want to be talking down people to the point where they don't want to even interact and socialize with people. You don't want to be talking down somebody because his basketball skills is not so good that he doesn't want to come on the court and socialize. You know what I'm saying? And so, guys, I'm talking, and that's a sign of disrespect. So that's something now we have to also learn. You know, we have to respect each other. It starts with respect. Okay, guys? Where I come from, my mother is Peanuts. I don't know if you guys know Peanuts, but most of all you would know my mother. She used to sell with a wheelbarrow, sell a Gwempela show, bread nut. A lot of you might know her. Of course, right now you can probably even realize that we didn't have much. We came from not much of anything. And so education was the most important thing to me at the time. I wasn't so skillful in basketball. I mean, I came and I come with all the time practice, and some of the guys don't practice, but when it was time to play, I come open for a sweat. I get 10-second sweat because I mean, some of you know that, right? But that's okay. That didn't stop me from having my friendship. And from day one, Washwe has been there with us, and he's still here, and we have to recognize that. Washwe has been part of the fabric of this community, and kudos to him for keeping you guys. Everybody here looks nice and healthy and in tune, and I show everybody here has potential. So I'll tell you guys what got me to where I'm at right now. My mother didn't have much financial ability to do much for us, so the only option for us was education and good friends. All right? I am not sure it's much different from you guys right now, but I know you guys have a good friendship, and then the next thing is discipline. Okay? So in my year, I had a few guys ahead of me that I don't know where they got their inspiration from, but one thing I know is that they always study. During exam time, they would go to PSS, 4 or 5 hours a day, little bit of food, and they would push book. They were the first set of students that went up to college in numbers. when I say numbers, like most of the class went up. And then they came down, and then we look forward to them coming down on Fridays, because at that time most people would go up, find a family member in town, stay for the week, and on Fridays we would come back down, We miss our boys. They come back down and they told us about the good experience in town. Oh boy, college have nice ladies. Yeah, boy, the life up there nice, social, nice party, nice everything. So we were interested, we were curious about that. And because of that, what was the criteria to get there? You had to pass at least 5 O-level. Fellas start pulling up their socks and start beating book to be able to pass 5 O-levels, because everybody want to go up. Everybody want to go college to get that experience. Okay? And so said, so done. Almost our whole class went to college the year later. And from there, it was no letting back. Wait on them, they were ahead of us. They went up, they got opportunities to go to university. Guess what they did? When they got on the other side, they realized there was opportunities. They start calling us. Fellas, put your application. Fellas. Yeah, I know this, I know that person. Send here. And that's how it worked. And that's what friendship does for you. Good friendships, I mean. Good friendships. I can also tell all you about bad friendships. I have a brother who didn't do quite so well because of his choices. Where is he sitting in right now? He's doing time for very, very bad decisions he makes. Guys, you are responsible for your choices. The choices you make are going to affect your life for a long time. It can affect it in a positive way. It can affect it in a negative way. I'm here to encourage you guys. If you make positive choices, later on you will be happy and you'll be able to come back and help and contribute like everybody else in our group is trying to do right now. With that, I will turn it over to Porter.
Yeah, no, before Porter comes.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Thanks a lot for your good speech. But you attend last. You clean up in baseball. We call that.
Yeah.
We're going to call our coach. We're going to call a coach that helps us every morning. His name is Cowdrick. Cowdrick, come and say a few words. Let's keep it short and what. Cowdrick,
Good morning, everybody. What I'd like to say to you all, the basketball scholarship that YSA is trying to get for you all, it's very important to you all. It's not only think that you're going over there to play basketball. You're going to a college. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a teacher, you can be anything, a scientist, anything you want in life. Fellas, please, I asking you all, take that thing a little more serious. And I want all you fellas to start to discipline all yourself. The kind of language that's been going on in the court, I'm not pleased about it. Because people meeting me on the streets and they telling me that how come me and YSA have all you with all those undecent language. It's not a thing that we can break up from all you one time. So I asking all you fellas, please, to try and cut that off. That is what I have to say. I'm not staying too long. That is what I have to say. I call him back to call whoever he have to call. Fellas, please, let's try to be a little more disciplined and take the practice a little more serious. Please, I asking you all fellas. Thanks. Hello.
Yeah, before we get Wayne to come in, we're gonna get one of the players to come and talk a little bit. We'll get Donald and then we'll get Max. Donald, come and say something.
Well, what I can say is that thanks for the fine words. We were taking your words and we will try our best to do as you say. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Max. Good morning. My name is Max, and I'd like to say that for those of you watching, so actually I've been asking for a very long time to come basketball training, and let's see, I've been giving him 6, 4, 9, 10, I'll come and I'll show you up. But then that time I decided, you know what, I really am sure. And since I come, I've always been coming to basketball practice, and so actually have really been good to us. It helps us academically and sports. I mean, sometimes you say if you fail in a subject, don't free to ask me. Come, I will teach you and many things. You also help us with beers and many other things. So I wanted to say thank you to Sir Washwe and the sponsors of the program.
Limaya, come and say a few words. Nelisa, come. You want to say? Yeah, come. Yeah, let them JDN. No, JDN is one of our first people we sent to France actually. JDN is one of our players in the front, and I believe, personally, I watch JDN play. He has a very good vision, very good vision. And I believe if we can get him in a correct program, JDN will be playing Premier League in Europe or somewhere. That guy has a lot of talent, but we have to get him to the next level. Go ahead, JDN.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So, I just want to thank Washi for everything. Like, he has looked at me since I was playing football. I was not really good at basketball. So, when I started training basketball, he let me develop that and get skills now. Look where I'm at. As you see, if I continue doing what I'm doing, I'll make it somewhere. So I have to thank him for everything. And I have to thank him for helping each and every one of us with everything, ball, shoes, anything there. So Washi, thank you for everything.
Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything? Okay, anybody else want to say something?
Where the ladies? Where the ladies? Come on, ladies. Come on, show yourself.
Joel.
You have to represent.
Yeah, old school.
That's like a young lady stepping up. Very
Old
good.
school.
Morning. How are you?
Well,
I wanted to say thank Washwe for being there for me. If it wasn't for Washwe, I'm not able to do basketball and how to dribble the ball. I want to thank Washwe for putting there for me to good skill, and I really thank you for it. Thank you very much.
now watch me. Hey, you cannot chill. You, Jared. Before we start giving out these things, I just want to call somebody. I remember one of our players, Miss Lee. Okay? Lee from Bakel. Sierra had an issue with her head. And through the same link, we link up with Greg Vidal. And Greg Vidal got her from a dying bed in Dominica to Memphis, did an operation, and Sierra back here, even sometimes is behaving in school sometimes. So I don't want to say that's the connection we make. You know what I'm saying? So we hope that that kind of situation can continue. Right now we're going to call somebody that's been with us for a whole long time, Potter, Wayne Augustine, to come and say a few words.
Stand up. Lively up all yourself, man, or you looking dead. Yeah, come on. Stand up.
Yeah, come closer.
Come closer so the camera can see all you. Come. Max. So I want to talk to you about a few things, right? How many of you are playing basketball because you think you're going to make it to the NBA? Huh? One? All right. What you have here.
Absolutely.
What you have is basketball as a platform, right? This is your platform. And this is a platform that is giving you some things that you don't realize yet. So about 27 years ago, 20 guys that was here playing basketball with Washwe and Doblo left to go and study. And the reason why we could do that is because basketball had given us the confidence and the team to believe that we could do anything we wanted, right? So what you guys have here is a platform that I want you to harness. I want you to harvest. I want you to stick with it and stick together. One of the things we did after basketball was each one of us would talk to each other and say, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? And start brainstorming ideas of how to make that happen. We knew we were not playing basketball because we were going to make it to the NBA. But we knew what the wisdom of the team was giving us, right? The team was giving us a platform that we could communicate, that we could build confidence, that we could build lifelong connections. And as Pupa just said, last week, 12 of us met in St. Martin to do a reunion and some reflection. And we're going to do it every year. Next year, we're going to meet in either Costa Rica or Ghana. right? And these are guys who left here with like $20 in their pockets. I'm not kidding you, right? We left here with $20 and $30 in our pockets. But because we had the confidence, because we had the wisdom, because we had the sense of friendship and connection, we believe we could do anything we wanted to, right? And this is why you are here. You're here to build that. You're here to build lifelong connections. You're here to learn some leadership skills, some confidence, right? When they asked for some people to step up, I saw some of you were ducking. Next time, all of you should step up and have something that you want to say about yourself or the program or where you want to be, right? So that's one point I want to drive. Don't underestimate the power of being part of a team, of being part of something, right? There are a lot of kids your age right now. Bring one when you're coming. Even if they can't play basketball, bring one. And start talking about what you want to be. Where do you want to be in 3 years? Who wants to be a doctor? All right. What do you want to be?
It's okay. It's okay.
You don't have to know. You don't know yet? But that's right. So start having those discussions among yourselves. You guys will encourage each other. You will brainstorm. You will bounce ideas off each other. And you have people. The other part of your basketball platform is this is 30 years deep. I left here 27 years ago, right? 30 years plus of basketball guys that are there to help you guys with whatever you want to do. We keep in touch with Washway. We try to send basketballs and shoes and whatever we can do to help the program. But we're not just helping the program. We're helping to develop young men and women into professionals, right? And that's why you're here. You have to learn how to work on a team. When we leave here and we go into the US and we're on a team, we don't have any problem because we've been working on a basketball team for a long time, right? So some of you guys have some skills that this program is going to give you. One of them is confidence, the ability to work on a team, the ability to communicate, the ability to understand where leadership stands in terms of your coaches, right? And the good thing about coaches, for those of you who watch basketball, Phil Jackson doesn't dunk a basketball. Right? But if you want a winning coach, that's where you want to go to because he understands how to put the pieces together. Right? So listen to your coaches. You guys have people on the platform that is really there and willing to help move you guys forward. But start talking about what's next. How many people have a cell phone here? So when you leave here, I want you guys to go look up on YouTube something called All You Want in Life. And it's an experiment about 3 jars. Right? So this guy comes in, I'll give you just a précis of it. And he takes 3 jars and he has sand, pebbles, stones, and water. And in one jar, he can get all the stones, all the pebbles, all the sand, and all the water. In the others, he can't. And the moral of that story is when you take care of the big things in life first, I want you to really listen to this. When you take care of the big things in life first, you will have space for the small things. But if you fill your jar with sand, you can't get the stones or the pebbles or the water in. Or maybe you might just get the sand and water in, right? So what you guys are doing now is you're learning how to take care of the big things in life first. 1, discipline. Coming here every morning is a sign of discipline. That's something you're going to do for the rest of your life, right? Waking up and going to school or work, discipline. So you're actually learning how to take care of some of the big things in life first. 2, how do you carry yourself on a team? Right? Your coach just talked to you guys about a skill set. People are always watching you, how you carry yourself. Right? When we come down, we're always looking at who's the next kid that we can put some money together for a scholarship fund. Who's the next kid that have the most potential, I shouldn't say kid, young man and woman that have the most potential, that is really disciplined about their work. Right? So we are always looking for reports. I talk to Washway like every day, pretty much. Right? I talk to my platform, my guys, almost every day we have, and it's so much easier to communicate now with WhatsApp and Signal and FaceTime, right? You guys have a backing behind you of 30 plus years of people like me that was here where you were in 1995, 1992, coming on the court, raising money, balling food, cleaning up the park, discipline, right? So I want you guys to look at basketball, at this program, and your coaches as people that have your best interests at heart. And that's what a good friend is. Pupa spoke earlier about a good friend. A good friend is somebody that have your back. They have your best interests. But the only people that can help drive that among you guys is you guys. You know? it's a thing of beauty for me to see girls and boys playing basketball together. We didn't have that, so you guys you're already advanced. When we played, it was only the boys played and then the girls played. We had different times, sometimes on different days, right? And I'm seeing some of the girls at the skill level of the boys in terms of shooting, right? I've watched you and you shoot, and you should teach some of your younger players how to do it. And I'm serious. I'm not. This is positive, right? We can learn from each other, and that's what we did when we were here where you guys were. We learned from each other. We pulled each other up, and today we have doctors, lawyers, engineers, and guys that can decide, you know what, next year we're going to Africa, just to align, right? And that's what I expect from you guys in 6 years, that connection, right? And also the ability to give back to the program so that it doesn't die. We're not going to be here forever. But if each one bring one, pull each other up, stay positive, stay out of all the nonsense. I've been everywhere I pass in Portsmouth, I've seen all young men if you joint. You know? I mean, come on. Frying your brain cells. And you guys are full of potential. Full of potential. You know? And that is not taking care of the big things in life first. Right? We left here with $32, and some of us have went on to do PhDs, masters, you know, fellowships. I mean, because we have the power of connection. So stay connected, listen to your coaches, and just remember, you have 30 years of people like you that have gone through the program, that have your back, and is looking to always give back. One of the things we spoke about on our trip is how do we come together to build a covered court, right? Because I'm telling you, in America, shoes doesn't finish.
They don't.
They don't. We throw our shoes away. They don't finish because you're playing on wood. Here, you know, it rain, you can't play. You get a shoe in 2 months, it have a hole, right? So I'm telling you guys this, that those are some of the things that we're thinking about to give back to the program, so that now you can play more. You can play on the covered facility. You know, I know a lot of you were sitting down because you're in the sun. I actually tried to tell you to take it off, right? But that's just stick with it, man. We got you. Any questions for me? All right. If you have a question for me that you wanted to ask but you feel shy, you don't want to ask it now, reach out to Washray. My number is always available. You guys have WhatsApp. You know, call me if there's anything you're interested in, field of study. More than likely we know somebody that can help you get there. And if you just want to hear our story of how did a group of guys left who were dirt poor, didn't have the means to pay for college, left there and went on to do multiple degrees. And we can talk about those. But that's what basketball did for us. That's what the Double Washers program did for us. And that's why it's important to us to make sure we keep, you know, watering the seeds that are going to be a future fruit. And that's what you guys are. You're part of a basketball platform, and I want you to embrace it. Listen to your coaches. And if you keep taking care of big things in life first, big things are going to happen for you. All right?
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot, Lynn. What we're going to do now for the under, the 15 and under, we're going to give one of all the reversible trips to school person for me. If one or two to get, let me know and whatnot. For the bigger people, you 17 and over, we also will get you one, but not now. We have it until we get through. Okay? So we'll pull that one. Bring make it to work. Okay, well, let's go, Max. Let's go. You come for it. Everybody get in finger and socks. Hopefully we'll get some more fish for you down the road and other stuff. Okay? So open the one I open already, Max. Yes, yes. There's one that open. So what we have there is a brand new one. You see like that one? So if we just pick two teams there, and we don't know who playing for who. The DNIC want to pass the ball, but you don't know who pass it for because you're confused. If you want one team, you just visit it. Okay? So you can play in black or pink. Each one of them going to get one. Okay? So let's go. So okay, Max. Start. Okay, next one. Jimmy, let's go. Let's go. Melissa, let's go. Caleb, let's go. Maya, let's go. Yo, amigo, let's go. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Cliff, let's go. Down. Him. Yeah, ready, let's go. Vivian, and all it. No, let's go Jamaica and all it. Yo, let's go. Yo, let's go. Shante, Anwali. Nathan, let's go. Why not call it, what? Let's go, let's come.
It's your one.
Why do call it? Why do call it? Anybody had to call it? No, you are bigger. You are the bigger one. Anybody on this one has to buy the call it? Anybody on this? Oh yeah, but it's a little bit for you. Yeah. No, that is okay. You give me one second. Any other body on this smaller group? The bigger group I'll get call you. We have call you, but I'm going to there right now. Okay, watch me, watch me. We have some snacks coming. We have some snacks coming there. They come in a few minutes early here. So everybody are there going to get snacks and whatnot. So I see the bigger group. I have reversables for you. Just I come to bring them. Okay, reversables and for the bigger, this is there for children.
We want to congratulate the YSA out of Portsmouth headed by Washwe Douglas for this great initiative, and for the guys from Portsmouth who donated the shirts and the socks. If you have young children, girls, boys, and you're interested in their playing basketball, you can contact Washwe Douglas to be part of this YSA club. We want to thank you for joining us this morning here from Portsmouth Basketball Court. This live was brought to you compliments Emonews. Want to wish you a pleasant day and have a safe weekend.
Where you living? No, they have to come in the morning. Yeah, every morning at 6 o'clock. They come before school at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Anybody that wants interested, they can come. We run a big for school program. So every morning at 6 o'clock, you come in, train. You leave at 6:30. If you live in far, if you live in closer, you can leave at 6:45 or so. So every morning we run, because if you really want to reach a higher level, you cannot train once a week. You have to be at least 6 days a week. So we run a program every day except Sundays. And tomorrow we play in Benz against, I think, the Rose and Benz. So we'll be in Benz tomorrow for campaign again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Douglas, and congratulations again on a job well done.
Yeah, merci, no problem.